Hello everyone, I am Sania Asif and you are watching my channel Easy Learning with Sania. So today we have a discussion on options. Options are one of the type of financial derivatives. So before moving to another slide, I would suggest you to watch my very first video where I have discussed about the meaning of financial derivatives and its nature in detail. If you are not aware with the meaning of financial derivative, so it is very important for you to know about the meaning of financial derivatives before moving towards its types like options. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so here we have a meaning of options. Firstly, try to understand the meaning of options. The word option is very familiar to all of us. In our daily life, we use the word option, which means choices. We always say like this, do you have any other option? Okay, if you are not willing to follow this particular one, right? But in the case of options derivative, the meaning is differ. How it is differ? Because when the buyer purchase a option premium, when a buyer purchase a option premium, it provides a right to the buyer to exercise the contract in future or not to exercise the contract in future. Now understand these points one by one. Okay, so here we have 2 points related to options. Let's move one by one. A search for a contract which provides hedging facility. It means that options contract are a contracts which provide hedging facility to a buyer. Now the meaning of, do you know the meaning of hedging facility? Hedging basically means when we try to reduce a risk with respect to fluctuation of prices in the stock market. Okay, so has resulted into the discovery of an instrument. Okay, so when we go into the search of hedging, we find an instrument. Okay, and that instrument is options, which provide a buyer the right but not the obligation. Okay, so it means options contract provide a right to the buyer but not the obligation. Because the meaning of obligation means duties. Okay, and duties are always considered as something which has to be performed. Okay, so in case of options, options are not work like obligation. Okay, it is a right to the buyer. In option contract, buyer has the right but not the obligation to buy or sell securities. It means the buyer sell the securities or buy the securities. Now it sounds weird that what does it mean? How the buyer of a particular asset can sell a particular asset? Yes, it works like this. Suppose a buyer in past have purchased a certain asset. Now that assets, now suppose the buyer in past have purchased the shares. Now that shares are still in his demat account. Now he wants to sell those shares to a particular seller. This is how it works. Okay, understand security at a specified price on or before a given date. Yes, in the case of future options, we have, in the case of options, yes, we must have a prices. Okay, here must be a prices, here must be a asset. Okay, and here must be a future date. Okay, this contract is like all financial contract. Okay, so let's move on to the next point. Here we have features of options. Now try to understand one by one. A maturity date on which it expires. Okay, so the maturity date has to be fixed on which a particular options contract are going to be expired. Okay, the prices at which the option is exercised, the prices at which the option is exercised are called as exercise prices or strike prices. Strike prices or exercise prices means it is a price at which a deal done between the two parties. Suppose he's a seller and he's a buyer. Okay, so suppose the market price of a particular share is ₹100. Okay, per share is ₹100. Now the deal done between these two parties at ₹110. Okay, so 110 will be considered as strike price or exercise price. Now come to the point third. The person who writes the option is called as seller or option writer. Means option writer is a seller and option holder is a buyer. Okay, the premium is a price paid yes, the premium is the price paid for the option by the buyer to the seller. Yes, now what is the meaning of premium? It is, you can say, option premium. It is also called as option premium. Okay, so when the buyer purchases the option premium from the seller, so option premium provides a right to the buyer to perform the contract or exercise the contract in future or not to exercise the contract in future. Let's move on to the next point. Okay, so on this slide we have two types of options. One is call option and another is put option. So try to understand one by one. The meaning of call option is, call option provide a right to the buyer. Call option provide a right to the buyer once the buyer purchase the option premium. Once the buyer purchase the option premium. So once the buyer purchase the option premium, so this option premium of call option provide a right to the buyer to perform the contract in future or not to perform the contract in future. Okay, and yes, to perform the contract in future or not to perform the contract in future. Now the question is, in future, when the buyer find himself in a profitable situation, so what he do is he buy the shares too. Okay, profitable situation, he buys the shares too. In future he buys the shares too. Okay, whatever I am speaking, please write down or pen down on your notebook. So try to understand this point. Here we have a put option. Now what is the meaning of put option? Put option, once the buyer, put option also provide a right to the buyer. Yes, you are right. put option provide a right to the buyer. Once the buyer purchased the put option, what happened? Once the buyer purchased the put option, it provided a right to the buyer to sell the shares, or to sell the asset in future, to sell out the shares in future, or not to sell out the shares in future. So it depends on the condition, whatever the buyer will be having in future. Okay, if suppose he is having a profitable condition, so definitely he will perform the contract, or if he is not having a profitable situation, so definitely he is not going to perform the contract. So it depends on the condition. Now try to let's move on to the next slide to make clear your concept with the help of example. Let me remove all this and let's move on to the next slide. Okay, so here we have an example of call option, and try to understand this example. It is one of the best example, and I will explain this example in the most easiest way. So in case of call option, we know, suppose he is a buyer and he is a seller. So before getting into the contract, buyer has to purchase a option premium. Fine, he is a buyer and he is a seller. Let's suppose the price of a single option premium is rupees 25. So in future, because the deal is in future, the deal is of 100 shares. So the price option premium of a single share is rupees 25. So you will multiply the rupees 25 into 100, so you will get 2500. When you multiply the rupees 25 into 100, so you will get 2500, which is the amount of option premium. Fine. And yes, the asset is shares here, and the quantity is 100. Okay, and the price is 300. Okay, so the deal is done. That is why it is called as strike price, because the deal is done between the buyer and the seller at rupees 300. Okay, 300 for a single share. Fine. Now the contract has to be performed after 3 months. So this is the time. So time is here, asset is here, asset is share, and price is rupees 300. Okay, now understand this with the help of this particular situation. Suppose after a month, what happened after a month is, suppose after a month the market price of the share is rupees 400, and the deal done between the buyer and seller is at rupees 300. The option, definitely, because now the market price is higher than the price at which the deal done, so definitely he will exercise the contract. Now he is getting a profit, net gain. Now try to know the amount of the net gain, because we know that he is going to exercise the contract, so he has to pay only, that is equals to 30,000. He has to pay 30,000 rupees to a seller. If suppose there is if suppose he did not make a deal with this particular seller, and he has, if suppose he has to buy the shares from the market, or he has only one condition to buy the share from the market. So the situation will be like this. You can say 40,000 minus 30,000, because the market price is equals to 40,000 and the deal is done at rupees 30,000. So he is making a profit of 10,000, because he has already paid option premium amount, which is equals to 2500. So when you minus the amount of 2500 from 10,000, because he is making a profit of 10,000, but you have to minus this amount, because this amount is already paid by the buyer to the seller. So when you minus 2500 from 10,000, which is equals to 7500. Okay, which is equals to 7500. Done? Yes. Now we have another situation. Look at this. Suppose after a month the market price is 200. Okay, now the market price is 200. Okay, now the market price is lower than the price at which the deal done between the buyer and the seller, so definitely he will not exercise the contract, so he will be having a loss. Now the net loss will equals to only premium amount, because this premium amount is already paid by the side of buyer to the seller, so definitely this amount is not going to be back, so he has to bear a loss of 2500. Now move on to the next slide, where here we have a move on to the next slide. Okay, so here we have a example of put option. Try to understand this example, it is very good. Figures are same. Okay, so now he has to sell the shares. In the previous slide he was buying the share, the buyer was buying the share, now he is selling the shares. Okay, let's suppose he wants to sell 100 shares, okay, of Reliance shares at rupees 300. Okay, so the deal done between the buyer and the seller at rupees 300. Okay, the expiry date is after 3 months. Suppose after a month the market price is 200. Okay, so he has done a deal at rupees 300 and market price is 200. So definitely what's going to be happen is he is selling the share at a you can say at a higher amount to this particular seller, so he will exercise the contract. Okay, or he will sell the shares to this particular seller. Now he is going to have a net gain which is equals to 7500. Okay, because if suppose he will sell a share to this particular seller, which is equals to, he will get a 30,000, and if suppose this contract is not done in past, so if suppose he sell the share in a market, so which is equals to 20,000. Okay, and yes, option premium minus the amount of option premium, so he will be having, you can say he will be just having a profit of 10,000, and when you minus the amount of 2500, which is equals to 7500, so he is having a profit which is equals to 7500. And if suppose after a month the market price is 300, so definitely because the deal is done. Yes, so here what we are seeing here is, suppose after a month the market price is 300, then the option is not exercised. Yes, he will not exercise the option, because the reason is the market price is 300 and the deal done between these two parties is also at 300. So what he is going to do now, he will not exercise the contract. Okay, now he is having a loss, and that is equals to 2500, because 2500 is an option premium amount which is already been paid by the yes, because it is a amount, because now what the buyer is doing, he is selling the share. Okay, so he has purchased option premium at rupees 2500, or you can say he has purchased a right at rupees 2500. Okay, so this amount is not going to be back. Okay, so the net loss will equals to 2500. So at last I just want to say one thing to all of you. Please do like, share and subscribe my channel, and please keep learning with Sania. Thank you very much.